gentlemen, and welcome to the world's most famous super speedway, and that is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For well over 100 years, this racetrack has hosted many a different racing series on this famous square-shaped racetrack. Anywhere from Indy cars, from the Indianapolis 500 to Formula One, which was once known as the U.S. Grand Prix, which has now been moved over to Circuit of the Americas. And since 1994 has hosted the NASCAR Cup Series, now the Budweiser All-Pro Series as well. This is the famous racetrack. Everybody wants to kiss the bricks. Our tradition started, I am almost believing it was by Dale Jarrett, but I could be wrong because I failed to look it up before I started this. So, anyways, if I'm wrong, well, you know what? Then I don't always have to be right. Anyways, starting on the pole today, we have the 17 of Zach Rogers, who, out of amazing pit strategy, won last week at Michigan. That puts him pretty much, he is advanced into the round of 12, no ifs, ands, or buts. Alongside him, and his greatest qualifying effort of the season so far is Kyle Matthews. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull up the points here. I'm going to look at them right now. Advanced is Zach Rogers. Right now, we actually have a decent battle. Only 5 points, which are basically 5 positions on the racetrack, separate Charles Sanford and the number 7 of William Brock from that number 12 transfer position. Actually, it's a tie. Also, because they also separate from William Brock to Clint Spillman. Clint Spillman also tied for tongue twister. Tied for 13th in the point standings between William Brock and Clint Spillman, both 5 points behind Charles Sanford. Now, those like Charles Buxton and Harrison Ponder are pretty much in a must-win situation for this race. And everyone else above them, from 11th on up, are locked in. So it really is pretty much a battle for the 12th position, pending something bad happening. Now then, as we know, we are here at the world's most famous speedway. We're gonna go trackside, get the national anthem and the opening and the starting command. Let's go trackside to get those.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hallman & Company Chairman Tony George for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The engines have been fired here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the pace car will begin its opening pace lap here. We have drivers all over this racetrack. We're going to go racing for 32 laps of racing as you see the cars come by. This racetrack. Now, we've noticed a new tradition start at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and that is with these Cup cars running the Indianapolis Road Course. Well, Budweiser All Pro Series is not doing that. The Budweiser All Pro Series are sticking to tradition, and that is running the oval racetrack. Some cars, it's going to come down to some good pit strategy. Some good pit strategy. Hopefully, in these 32 laps. Kyle Matthews, someone who has struggled all season 11. He got his best qualifying effort of the season. He had the pole for quite a long time in qualifying earlier today, but was just derailed in the last 2 minutes by Zach Rogers, who put down a blazing lap. Zach Rogers has something to prove. He got into the chase by being one of the few drivers who got in without a win. Now, off of turn number 4, the pace car on the pit road, getting ready, coming down the long front straightaway here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, getting ready for the green flag. There it is. We're underway here at Indianapolis. Oh my gosh, we already have trouble, and it's a big one on the back straightaway. Couple of cars get spun out. A couple of cars have damage, including James Qualls, Semet Ozkin, rookie RJ Bishop. Kyle Matthews has some damage, and these drivers are racing back to the line. Taking the yellow flag already here at Indianapolis. Already off to a very, very bad start. It was a lot of crowding here. The 550 draft package that these cars run might not have been such a good thing, as cars already excuse me, with damage. Well, as these cars get lined up behind the pace car, let's go back and take a look and see at what happened to bring out the first caution of the day here on lap number 1. Alright, we're here looking at what happened to bring out the caution flag. As you see, going down off into turn 2, the 77 of Christina Bell just kind of knew she was 3 wide, goes into the corner, drifts up the racetrack into the 41, who's into the side of the 5. The 41 didn't like that, ends up turning the 11 right in front of the field. As you can see here, cars just barely skating by. The 5 car comes down into the 22. The 34 just spinning right here. The 41 spins. I think the 41 right here able to collect it and just throw it in gear. 77 was able to do the same thing. So luckily, only a few cars with damage here. Not too many, as the rest just got slowed down. We're going to look at it now, real time from the 41. Luckily, a lot of cars able to get on the brakes. So that's what happens to bring out the caution for the first time today. Let's go back up for the restart. Welcome back to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, wrapping up our first caution of the day, which came out on lap number 1. Nobody has retired out of the race. Everybody is still on the racetrack that needs to be. Go through your top 10. Zach Rogers, Nick Gunther, Chris Dollerton, Alex Tinker, Daniel Voiles, Charles Sanford, Ali Rain, Noah Hart, Seth Cole, and Nathan Ormond. Your top 10 as we're getting ready to come to the restart. Something about the double file restart. Guys just anxious to try to get to the front here. These guys have been told by the Budweiser All-Pro Series officials that they need to calm down. That it was only the start and it was an uncalled for incident. We'll see if the drivers actually listen like they're supposed to or not. Off of turn number 4, you're going to see the pace car duck down. Duck down off the racing surface, getting ready for the green flag. Here once again to come out, and there it is. The green flag is out. We are underway. Zach Rogers got out to a really healthy lead there. Guys, he got a good restart. We'll see if these other cars can run him down. Single file lines might be where it's at. You see some of these cars beginning to go double file. 18 passing below the 14, the 77 or the 77 really sticking her nose underneath there, trying to gain some good spots. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Nick Gunther has caught the back of the 17. Will he try to make a move going into the corner? That's going to be the question. There he goes. He's going to duck to the inside of the 17. And Nick Gunther going to try to take the lead here, and he's going to do it. Talk about a team that needs some good momentum going their way. The 21 of Nick Gunther has been in good places at good times. Like last week, he had a good shot at it, but unfortunately didn't have enough fuel to close the deal. Rookie Alex Tinker now behind the 21. He's going to duck down. He's not going to want to let the 21 lead this lap. We'll see if the 21 can hold him off. On the inside, I think the 38's going to get him cleared. No, he's not. It's going to be a drafting help. A drafting session to the line here. Coming to the line, leading the lap will be the 38 by just a nose. 38's now going to get clear as they dive off into turn number 1. He's bringing the 20 car with them. Charles Sanford trying to get up here too. Daniel Voiles and another good run in that Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. Seth Cole and Charles Sanford coming up here. Gunther falls back to the 5th position. Alex Tinker leads the 20 car right behind him. We're going to keep an eye on some of these cars. Jessica Shelton coming down pit road. Something amiss on that number 9 machine. As we see the 5 and the 22 back here. The 34 without a front bumper or a hood. The 11 car back here and the 2. These cars coming to pit road this time by. 2's got a bit of a front end damage on that car. Not sure if these are in pit stops or if this is just more of these damaged cars trying to come down pit road. Meanwhile, the 38 of rookie Alex Tinker still leading here as we got a battle for 3rd place. Here comes the 24 of Seth Cole trying to get underneath the 99 of Charles Sanford. 24 really dives his car underneath there. And here comes the 21. But then 17's looking on the inside of the 21 coming through the corner. Charles Sanford is having the day he needs to have right now. A good top run in the top 4 or top 5 run here. That should right now, if the race were to end, would put him in just enough and would put him into the next round. These cars hitting 200 miles per hour, just a little bit more before heading off into some of these turns here. Charles Sanford trying to close back in. These cars trying to get around. Here comes some pit stops here. Oh, everybody really slowing down. Everybody really slowing down. Everybody's coming to pit road here. Oh, the 00 gets spun. Or slid sideways. Everybody came down pit road this time. I'm surprised none of them came down under the caution flag. I guess they didn't really want to. This is a very, very narrow pit road here, so some cars could gain and or lose spots during this whole grouping here. And it looks like it's just going to be some 2 tires and fuel. '17's going to lose a lot of spots there. The 38 car is still going to maintain the lead. The 38 maintaining the lead. The 20 car of Voiles is right behind him. Now here comes the 20 of Daniel Voiles to the inside of the 38, and the 20 of Voiles is going to take the racing lead. Something's wrong with the 23 of Benjamin Miles. Something amiss on the 23 machine. Not sure if it's a tire problem or a possible engine. I do not see smoke from behind that number 23, but he is coming back to pit road with a possible issue. I see some damage on the front end of his car. I'm not sure if that was made on pit road or what, but that could be a product of these very narrow pit road. Let's see what happens as he comes down pit road here. Looks like they might be going under the hood on that 23 machine. Meanwhile, here come the race leaders back this time. We saw the 9 of Jessica Shelton on pit road really early, and now here she is running in front of the 2 of Dylan Young and the 16. She's running in the 5th place now. A caution would really bunch these drivers back up, but I'm not entirely sure if we're going to get one or not. Meanwhile, back up at the front, it's still a battle for these 2 cars trying to get the lead from one another. 38 trying to put the bumper to the back of the 20. He might have been able to just do that. But they're also trying to break away from the 99 car, who's just trying to stay in line here. He's in 3rd place, Charles Sanford. The 38 once again on the inside line. He is really trying. Up ahead of the 20. That is the 23 of Benjamin Miles, I guess they seem to have diagnosed the issue on the 23 as he's back still, but in last place. Looking to be the first car one lap. Oh, never mind. He is 1 lap down. Looking to be the first car 2 laps down. As look at the 20 car goes high again in the corner. It's going to open the door for the 38 car. This side by side could be enough to try to let the 99 reel them both in. The 99 is gaining, but very, very slowly. These cars catching that 23. Will the 23 block the way of these drivers? We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. 23 is going to stay high as these two lapped cars get right by them. 99 is going to go by on the outside lane, it looks like. Maybe not. All that time, Charles Sanford gained on these drivers. He is now losing. The 9 car back on pit road, just as early as she was last time. The battle for the lead continues here. 38 now underneath the 20. Will it be enough? No, it won't be. 38 has to tuck back in line. It is very difficult to pass here without the help of somebody behind you. .38 gets the run through the corner. He's going to try to put the bumper. Maybe not. Looks like they're coming to pit road. Look at how close the 99 comes up here. And look, we have our gamble. The first couple of gamble for this race, and that is Seth Cole staying out. Seth Cole will stay out to lead this lap. He's going to be right behind the 23. He's going to duck to the 23's inside there, and he's going to try to get the lead. And he still has the lead. There's the 43 and 17 behind him. 17 has nothing to lose. He's already locked in. Here comes Seth Cole coming into pits this time. Cement Oskin stays out. James Qualls stays out. Everybody else. The 38 car out far, far ahead of the 20. Coming down the front straightaway, Seth Cole out of his box already. There goes the 38 and the 20. The 20 really reeling in that 38. The 16 in third place, Roberto Crown Jr. will cycle around to third place. Here's rookie Charles Buxton, who unfortunately, by the looks of this, will unfortunately drop out of the round of the playoffs after this round. Look at the 20. Daniel Voiles underneath the 38. The 20's got the momentum off the corner, leading the lap this time by will be the 20 of Daniel Voiles. It's just these top three cars right here that will battle it out. Thirteen laps to go. Oh no, maybe I was wrong. I don't know. I don't remember how many laps to go there is specifically. But Daniel Voiles is leading up ahead. We have the 5 of Kyle Matthews and the 53 of Charles Buxton. Can anybody catch these top 3 cars? That's the question. And what's more important is these cars will have to pit again before the end of this race. 12 laps to go, coming to 10. Keeping an eye on Jessica Shelton. She'll have to pit earlier than everybody else. Her and the 2 of Dylan Young will have to do that, but they will also have enough to make it. The question is, can they get in and out fast enough that they could cycle around potentially as the race leaders? I guess we'll have to find out and wait. Coming in 10 laps early. Does Jessica, will that give Shelton just enough? Will that give Shelton enough to make it to the end? That'll be the question, as the rest of these drivers will have to pit very, very soon. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, the 20 is going to get held up by the 5 of Kyle Matthews. The 20 getting held up by the 5 just that little bit. But I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Caution is out. The caution is out. Something has happened to the 23 of Benjamin Miles. Cody Lamas enters the closed pit road. The caution is out. This could change this entire complexity of this race here. These cars racing back to the caution flag. Caution is out. And it looks like it had something to do with the 23 of Benjamin Miles. We're going to go back, take a look, and see what happened. Alrighty, we are looking here at what happened in the 23. Coming off of turn number 3, it looks like the 41 gets into the side of the 23, sends the 23 down to the inside of the wall. Bam, hard impact right there. Somehow barely misses the 41. 23 comes back up. Cody Lamas just gets a big piece of it there, which is probably why we saw Cody Lamas coming to pit road. And this is what happens to bring out the caution flag. We're going to go back up now. We're going to go back to the restart and see how many laps we have left and who's going to try to win this race. Welcome back to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Pit stops have just finished up here. We're going to have cars at the tail end of the lead lap. Pace car lights are still on. They should be going off this time by. The 9 of Jessica Shelton, the 11 of Seme Ozkin, and the 48 of Cody Lamas are all on the lead lap, but at the real tail end here, because the leader right now is Daniel Voiles, followed by Roberto Crown Jr., Alex Tanker, Stephen Pollard, Seth Cole, Dylan Poteet, Nathan Orman, Dylan Young, Kev Shearer, and Charles Sanford. We're going to keep an eye on the 20 because he is the race leader. Pace car lights are off. We're getting ready to go back to racing with 4 laps to go. The 20 car will not be able to get a good start like he had been before because he has cars in front of him. Technically, even though he is the leader, he is not in control of the restart. That belongs to Jessica Shelton. Most of these cars that pit or are still on the lead lap are eligible, are all on the same strategy now. Same amount of fuel in the car. Same lap old tires. Can the 16 be the next chaser to advance into the round of 12 by winning this race? I mean, whether he wins or not, he is pretty much locked in at this point. But the 16 could get the momentum. We are just going to have to wait and see. Right up next to the wall they go. Getting ready for what should be an exciting restart of this race. Pace car is in. 4 laps of racing left in the Brickyard 400. Whose team's gonna be kissing the bricks today? Getting ready. The green flag is back out. We're back underway here in Indianapolis. Cody Lamas is not fully up to speed, and here comes the 20 car, going to go right underneath him, as well as some of these other cars. The 48 or the 9 and the 11 are pulling away just a little bit, but we've got the 16 all over the back bumper of the 20. 16 looking to the inside there. Can the 16 get enough momentum to get underneath the 20 car? Going off into turn number 1. Let's see coming down. Oh, a little bit of contact is made, and the 20 car goes up towards the wall. Roberto Crown Jr. takes the lead, and the 43 gets into the side of the 20. The 16 of Roberto Crown Jr. He won at Daytona to get into the playoffs. Now here he is with the race lead here with 3 laps to go. He's a man on a mission. You can see him beginning to pull away from the 20 car. But he's kind of stuck behind the 11. Can't quite get the momentum to get around. Might have been a little bit of a bump there to the side of the 11. But the 20 car is quickly reeling him back in. Never mind, I lied. Seth Cole and the 43 coming to pit road. Back there, apparently they could not make it. (16) still ahead of the 20. The 20 and the 38 back here still trying to race. 2 laps to go. But coming to 1.5 this time. Right now, 1.5 laps to go. Look at Dylan Young back there in the 5th position. Heading down off into turn 3. A little bit of contact might have been made between the 38 and the 20 back there. Off of turn number 4. Roberto Crown Jr. can see the white flag in the air. 1 lap of racing to go. Nobody on the back bumper of the 16. 16 using the 9 car as draft. Kaulig Racing, or however you say it, has gotten a win at Daytona earlier this season. Now, coming out of turn number 4, he's going to see the checkered flag in the hands of the flagman. Ladies and gentlemen, Roberto Crown Jr. is going to win at Indianapolis and advance to the next round. Congratulations to Roberto Crown Jr. The 17 car might have finished this race on pit road, but that was a valiant effort for Zach Rogers, as it did not matter where he finishes. He was already into the next round. So the 17 is going to go around, and the 17 is going to try, as he finishes this race, the flagman still throwing the checkered flag. We're going to go watch the 16 do his donuts, as he's going to officially win the Brickyard 400. His team's going to go kiss the bricks. Here he is, Roberto Crown Jr. has won the race here at Indianapolis, and now he's going to celebrate. Very, very narrow racetrack to celebrate, to be fair. But he's gonna try to do it anyways. His team gonna kiss the bricks. I see him celebrating here. He's gonna whip it around. Saluting the crowd as he's going by. Looks like he's going to try to be making his way to victory lane here at Indianapolis. Coming down pit road, there is his crew right there. He waves high as he's heading down the victory lane. Takes it back, and there he is in the victory lane, the Brickyard 400 winner, Roberto Crown Jr. Let's go get the official race results. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. After the 16 has taken his car to victory lane, here are your official race results. Roberto Crown Jr., Alex Tanker, Daniel Voiles, Nathan Orman, Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, Noah Hart, Charlie Buxton, Henry Sanford, Dylan Poteet, your top 10. Then it's Sky Collins, Clint Spillman, Chris Dollarton, Kev Shear, Nick Gunther, William Brock, Zachary Fitzwater, Trent Dunham, Stephen Colin, and Allie Rain, your top 20. Followed by Cole Deaver, Harrison Ponder, Matthew Rodriguez, Levi McIntyre, Rob Evans, Charles Buxton, who unfortunately is one person I know for sure is out of this race, as well as Harrison Ponder out of the playoffs and not advancing to the round of 12. Jonathan Zorline, RJ Bishop, Seth Cole, and Stephen Pollard rounds out the top 30. Jessica Shelton, Zach Rogers round out the cars that finished on the lead lap. Christina Bell, James Qualls, Cody Lamas, Sam Oskin, Kyle Matthews finished the cars that actually were running at the end of the race. And then Benjamin Miles, the lone car who unfortunately did not finish. So thank you guys so much for watching. I forget where we're going next week. I need to look at the Budweiser All Pro Series schedule here. We're going to Darlington next. So that'll be a fun race to see there. Watching these cars go around the track Too Tough to Tame, Lady in Black there, and it should be a great race. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All Pro Series, and I say, until we meet again.